I'm Dr. Seth, clinical psychologist, Dr. Seth Meyers. And you know what? I get asked a lot in my work about a particular type of relationships, and people specifically often ask for advice about whether it's something that they should do or try, which is a long distance relationship. Now, there are a lot of people who are looking for a partner who are out there trying to date, and they have a hard and fast rule where they tell themselves they will not do a long distance relationship. A lot of people just swear them off and say they won't even try it. If someone lives in another city or in another state, they won't even consider it. It's just a deal breaker. No, absolutely not. Now, for those people, maybe that works for them, maybe it doesn't. My purpose in this video is for you to think about whether a long distance relationship could be right or wrong for you. Now, there is one particular group of people that I have found that long distance relationships are much more difficult for than others. There are some people who can do long distance relationships well. They may be more independent people. They may be people who don't need to be around someone physically all the time. They may not like or need a lot of physical reassurance that you get when you are around someone all the time. They may not need those things. So a long distance relationship may work for them, but for a lot of people, it won't work. Now, one specific group are people who tend to be insecure. Insecure people are people who they may be jealous, they may have fear of abandonment, they may need a lot of reassurance when they feel anxious or insecure, and they may want to see the person and be reassured right then and there. Well, if you're in a long distance relationship, that's simply not possible a lot of times. For people who are insecure, long distance relationships can be a lot more triggering when there are times when you don't see the person or maybe you don't hear from them for a period of time. You don't always have the reassurance that you can get if you can just go over to the other person's house or see them in person. If you're someone who's insecure, you may start to manufacture ideas in your head about what they're doing, who they're seeing, what they're up to. And this can make someone who is already insecure even more insecure. And part of having a good relationship, trying to forge a new relationship, is learning to make good decisions from the start. And in order to make good relationship decisions, guess what? You need to know who you are, what your personality is like, what your strengths are, and what some of the things that you need to work on are. If you know that you are someone who kind of struggles with insecurity, who struggles sometimes with jealousy, a long distance relationship may not be the right kind of relationship for you. It may be just too triggering. I've heard some people say, well, my gosh, especially if you live in a big town or city, there are so many people near you that you already have as options to date. Now, for people who live in smaller towns or areas that are more rural, it is true, it's often harder to meet people. So the point is for you to know who you are, for you to know what your fragilities are, and then make decisions accordingly. If you are someone that doesn't get to meet a whole lot of new people, if you're someone where there simply are not a lot of people nearby for you to consider, for you to be able to date, then maybe a long distance relationship is not ideal. Maybe it's not something you normally would want to do, but maybe it's something that you're willing to try once. Now, if you try it this way. Give yourself a few weeks and tell yourself, I will check in with myself in 4 weeks and I will ask myself, how anxious have I been in this relationship? How insecure have I felt in this relationship in the last 4 weeks? Ask yourself those questions, and you will get a lot of really important information so that you make the right decision for you. I hope this video has been helpful. You can like this video or subscribe to my channel where you get all the newest videos as they come out. You can also check out my other video on this channel about signs of insecurity. All right. Have a good one, everybody.